Jeff, Google Stadia had a rough first week.
Did it ever?
I mean, we're talking like 40, maybe 50 grit sandpaper. Some people might describe the grit of the sandpaper as having just taken some tape and strewn some rocks on it.
That's a thick.
Some heavy grit sandpaper.
Oh yeah, that's taking chunks out.
It's taking.
That's chunking you.
And in true Google style, Google is passing the blame onto the software developers as to why the games aren't running well or at 4K spec on Stadia. What's more, some of the tweets that they were talking about these games or just Stadia in general playing at 4K have been deleted.
Smart move.
Some games are running at 1080p, being upscaled to 4K, so they're technically being delivered at 4K in the most semantic way possible.
Yikes!
However, that means that they're often running worse than current gen consoles.
Yikes!
Let's. I have a nice little. Is this the one I think it is? Yeah. Oh, buddy, check this out.
Oh, yikes!
I don't know how well this is going to play over the.
No, they're not going to see it very well.
Yeah, you guys won't see it very well. I'll put the
in the link in the description.
I'll put the link in chat,
in the chat
here,
there, yeah.
And then if I remember, I'll put it on YouTube. But you can look it up. It's basically somebody is comparing Stadia to the Xbox One X in Red Dead Redemption 2. So there's the tweet, and we're just gonna go back here. Okay, so just
there's a difference.
Full screen this. That is. Can I get this in another? No, I can't. Look at. Okay, so to describe this to you, if you're not seeing it, imagine if you took.
This is it right here.
If you took a picture of the woods, and then on one it's nice and sharp, the shadows are dark, there's good contrast between everything, and then on the camera for the second shot, you took white pantyhose and stretched it, and then put it over the front of the camera, so that the shadows, the contrast is way lower, the shadows aren't as dark anymore, and everything's kind of blurry and muddy. That is what the Stadia looks like.
Yeah. One looks like I got glasses on. The other looks like I took them off.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Oh, here's a nice one. There you go.
That one's big. That one you can really see
that one. All right, here, I can show this one. Xbox One X on the right, Stadia on the left. I mean, you can almost no longer see the outcropping in the middle there of the scene out in beyond the riverbed. It's actually so faded that you're starting to lose sight of an entire rock face.
Yes. It's bad. It's bad. It's not good.
It's
not good.
That looks horrendous. And again, this would be coming in, you're blowing through like 7 gigs an hour at 720p or whatever the fuck we said last week. Look at this. This is the one that I really noticed it. Like, you look at the sticks, the twigs, whatever, the bush to the right of the characters, and you compare that, and just look at how fucking. And look, you can even tell that settings have been turned down just based on how much foliage is ahead of them. There are like entire trees, many, like.
Gone.
It actually looks like on the Stadia side, it looks like there's an open field back there, and on the Xbox One side, it looks like you're in the woods.
Yes.
I would not play Stadia if it looked like this.
No. Looks terrible.
This looks worse than if you just went out and just built like a cheap PC.
It doesn't even look
or
like
just buy a console.
Yeah, it's not. You're not even getting the full experience anymore. You're just. Oh my god! Remove this from my life. This is awful, bro.
Look at that. Look at you. You're getting to the point now where you can't even see the guy's eyes.
Well, look at his gloves. Look at the detail. One looks like you can't even tell one of them's a hand. It's just a shadow.
I mean, it's truly bad. Like, really, really, really bad.
Look at the detail on the tree. Like, even the big tree there.
Yeah, it's bonkers, dude.
Yeah.
It's really bad. That's a big yikes.
A huge yikes.
That's a big fucking yikes. And of course they passed that blame, like I said, They passed that blame on to the software developers, saying, "Hey, look, guys, we're doing, our part."
No.
It does look like an early Xbox 360 game. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Except, again, the contrast looks like it's been completely turned down.
Yeah.
Like, if it was at least, like, the contrast was the same, then it would totally look like an Xbox 360 game. But that's, like, it is fucking awful. So there you go. Wait. There's a Washington Post video of a man with literally the most godly internet ever and shown how shit Stadia runs. Oh, that's not even that. I mean, the internet's okay. But, I mean, still, that's more than enough. He's 700 down, 900 up.
Great.
And he's sitting in Washington, which means he's probably pretty close to a Google Stadia server and still running like dog shit. So there you go. That's rough. So Stadia not continuing to have a rough week. Covering up their tracks in regards to 4K. Pushing some blame off onto the developers. The usual Google shit.
Yep.
In general, I'm gonna repeat this once again. Stay far fucking away.
Yeah, it's not
from
ready
Google
yet.
Stadia.
It's not ready yet.
5 years from now, maybe.
Yeah.
And that's if you have access to good internet.
Yeah.
But right now,
That ain't it.
that ain't it.
That ain't it.